Actually,
Revelio.
what you guys?
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide,
Transformation.
attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
Right. Well, we can collect the page from the book on intermediate transfiguration in the library. Alright, so I guess we'll go do that. Right, we're here. Where's this library book at? Over there, eh? How have I missed this? I'm always library field guide paging things. You know, like using Revelio. Mr. Elf.
That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere. Revelio.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration?
Oh, Sophronia. I've helped you before.
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book.
Field guide page.
May I have it?
Did she now?
Yes.
I'll give you this book if you humour me by
Oh
answering
my
a
god.
few
I helped
questions
you with
from my
Herodiana.
Quiz?
Some
got a
people call
quiz.
bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence,
I never made that
have
connection before.
created
Trivia,
a small
trivial.
quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the
Trivia
lore
quiz.
of the wizarding world. None of
Okay.
the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask.
And you've got me
They
over a
also
barrel,
have enough
so
with schoolwork.
I guess I'm gonna have to do it.
They don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
Alright. If I
If
must.
that's the only way I can convince you to give me that book, then let's get it over with.
Yeah.
Splendid! Just a few questions and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
The golden snidget.
The Golden Snidget.
Correct! The snidget
Yeah.
was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named
Okay, I didn't
Barbaros
ask for
Bragg.
infamous
Sadly,
more
they're
information.
thought to be extinct. Next question.
Yes.
Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felix Felice.
Felix Felicis.
Well
Felicis.
done. Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions.
Felicis sounds like
The
feces.
tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
Wand, cloak, the Deathly Hallows.
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct. According to Beadle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists
The
of
wand,
the Elder Wand,
the stone, and the
Resurrection
cloak.
Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
The bludger.
The Bludger.
I'm sorry, but the correct
Ah.
answer was the quaffle. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points.
That's not gonna affect
True
my
or
score, is it?
false? Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
No. False.
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now.
Would I have got a
If you're
reward if I
inclined
got
to
more
test
right?
your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions
Those were-
either.
well, they were
the
easy.
next ones will be more difficult.
Right. You know what? Give
I'd
me
like
more.
to
I liked
answer
it.
more
I kind of like
questions.
that.
What governmental body directly preceded the Ministry of Magic?
The International Confederation of Wizards?
The International Confederation of Wizards.
No, that's incorrect. The answer was the Wizards' Council.
Ah.
The Wizards' Council disbanded in 1707 after the creation of the International
You're an annoying
Statute
girl.
of Wizarding Secrecy, which required a more structured government to support its enforcement.
Right,
Which
right.
dragon breed is the smallest?
Smallest. Iron Belly?
The Ukrainian Iron Belly.
No, I don't. I think that's
No,
wrong.
I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
the answer was the Peruvian Vipertooth. Though the Vipertooth is the smallest breed, averaging at around 15 feet in length, it is also the fastest breed and feared for its venomous
She does give
fangs.
good
Who
information.
founded the village of Hogsmeade?
Quincy Hogg. That just sounds right.
Quincy Hogg.
No, the answer was
What?
Hengist of Woodcroft.
Hengist and
It is
Woodcroft did sound right in my
believed
head.
that Hengist used the 3 broomsticks inn as his home. The hide behind was accidentally created by crossbreeding a ghoul with what other magical creature?
A ghoul, a hide behind. That sounds like a demiguise. That also seems wrong.
A demiguise.
Yes! While
How
the
did that happen?
Hardbehind has the power of invisibility, those who have seen it have described it as a tall, thin monkey with silver hair. What is the only spell known to repel a letherfold?
Oh, this is Patronus Charm.
The Patronus charm.
Well done.
It's like
The
a
only
Dementor,
known
basically, innit?
survivor of a letherfold attack was a wizard named Flavius Belby, who was on holiday in Papua New Guinea at the time.
Right.
Who published the law of elemental transfiguration?
Dumbledore. He's not alive right now. Gamp. Gamp sounds right.
Gamp.
That's it. One of the principal exceptions to Gamp's law is that food cannot be conjured, though it can be summoned. What does the Hogwarts motto translate to?
Never tickle a sleeping dragon.
Never tickle a sleeping dragon.
Correct. In Latin, the Hogwarts motto is Draco Dormiens Nunquam Titilandus.
Sounds
Which
great.
magical creature is the only one known to produce eggs through
Ah.
its mouth?
The rune spore?
The rune spore.
That's right.
Oh.
According to Parselmouths, each of the rune's paws' 3 heads
Oh, 'cause
serves
there's
a
3
different
heads.
function. The left head is the planner, the middle is the dreamer, and the right is the critic. Where is Ilvermorny School of Witchcraft and
Oh,
Wizardry located?
America. Mount Greylock?
Mount Greylock.
Well done!
That made the most sense,
School
American.
was founded in the 17th century by
What century are we in?
Sayre and James Stewart. What is the most powerful love potion known to wizard kind?
Ha ha ha. Amortentia.
Amatentia.
That's the answer.
I know that.
Amatentia
Wrong got it.
smells differently to every person, according to what they find attractive, such as dusty book covers or... Are you interested in continuing on to the next round? They're my most difficult questions.
Let's just get this over with. I'm ready.
Give me your worst.
Wonderful. I do admire your thirst for knowledge.
I'd rather not have to go
Emmerich
through
the
this again.
Evil was killed in a duel against whom?
Beatrix Bloxham. Sir Agravain.
Sir Agravain.
Incorrect. The answer was
Ah.
Egbert the Egregious.
Why would
Emmerich
egregious man
gained
do it?
notoriety for terrorizing villages in the south of England during the Middle Ages, when he was the master of the Elder Wand.
Whoa.
If a chaser keeps their hand on the quaffle as it goes through the goal, what foul are they committing?
Stooging.
The answer was actually haversacking. Blatching
Ah.
is flying to intentionally collide with a player. Stooging is when 2 chasers knock the other team's keeper away from the goals so that a third chaser can score. A
Ah.
bite from a mackled malaclaw has the unusual side effect of causing what?
Webbed feet?
Webbed feet.
No, the answer was bad
Seriously?
luck.
You can get bad
Native
luck?
to the European coastline, the effects of a malaclaw's bite can last up to a week. What
should be
plant
fine.
excretes stink sap?
Ooh, stink sap. Not fluxweed. Mimbless Mimbletonia?
Nimblus Mimbletonia.
Correct.
Ah.
The Mimbleless Mimbletonia plant secretes stink sap as a defensive mechanism when touched. The
Right.
Pepper Up potion evolved from a remedy created by which 12th century wizard?
Basil Flack?
Basil Flack.
That's incorrect. The
Ah.
answer was Limfrid of Stinchcombe.
Ugh.
Centuries later, Glover
Stinchcombe.
Hepworth would expand on Limfrid's previous work to create the Pepper Up potion we know today. In The
Good.
Wizard and the Hopping Pot, what does the elder wizard leave for his son in the hopping pot?
A single slipper?
A single slipper.
That's correct.
Ah.
The story was created by Beadle the Bard, but there are a few versions. I won't spoil what the slipper was for if you haven't
I'm never
read
gonna read it.
recently. The Snallygaster is native to which region of the world?
The
The
Amazonian.
Amazon rainforest.
No, the answer was North America.
Ah.
The part bird, part reptile is a distant relative of the Occamy and has serrated fangs and a bulletproof hide.
Bulletproof
Who is the Muggle Knight
We don't have bullets
featured
right
in the
now
Fountain
in
of
this
Fair
time.
Fortune?
Sir
Sir
Lancelot?
Lancelot.
No, the answer was Sir Luckless.
Ah.
The 3 witches in the story are named Asher, Altheda, and Amata. Oh, I adore a story that ends with a twist.
Right.
The world's largest kelpie is also known by what other name?
The Loch Ness Monster?
The Loch Ness Monster.
I think I read
Correct.
that somewhere.
The Office of Misinformation has worked diligently to discredit any Muggle evidence of the Kelpie's existence. Who was the
Right.
first Minister for Magic?
Cadmus
Cadmus
Peverell.
Peverell.
No, the first
Ah.
minister was Ulick Gamp. Gamp's greatest legacy was the founding of the Department of Magical Law Enforcement. It outlawed the unforgivable curses.
Hey, I'm learning
You've
those.
answered all of my questions. It's nice to know there's another student who appreciates the value of knowledge.
I got some
You
right.
might not have got very many right, but I'm sure you learned something regardless.
I did. You're
Thank you
annoying,
for
that's
humouring
what.
me by participating. I had a splendid time.
Alright, now get out of here.
I
Leave.
put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this. Revelio.
Alright. This book was designed to guide the students who wish to pursue more complicated types of magic. Professor Weasley recommends it.
Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
Alright, time to go.
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I'm hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
Mother was furious when she set the table and it hopped away.
Alright, time for Transfiguration. I'll leave you guys out here and let's go in. Transfiguration time. Transfiguration class. This is different from the other classes I've gone to. Very different. I think. That's Poppy saying that. It was a transfiguration, or she just transfigured an owl.
Settle down. Transfiguration, as
Transfiguration.
you may be hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master.
Right,
But
right.
we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it.
Right,
As I
right.
see in all
Gamp's
of you,
law and all that.
tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you.
She's
Or
relating
it
us to us.
Could just be my eyesight.
A
Now,
butterfly.
You all know what to do.
Okay, what am I doing? You. What? Oh, transformation, okay. Transformation spell. X triangle, X square, transformation. Ferraverto. I think I remember Mrs. McGonagall saying that. And it became a butterfly. Butterfree.
Beautifully done.
Thank you. Yours was as well.
Class is dismissed. And remember, now is not the time to ease
Spellmaster
off your
trophy.
studying.
We learnt all the
OWLs
spells.
will be here before you know it.
We've learned all the spells now, I think, or
It
something.
warms my heart to see your interest in herbology, dare I say. Blossom.
She's so clever, isn't she? Blossom. Alright, let's talk, Professor.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did.
Yes.
You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Yes. The assignments have helped.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I
They do, eh?
suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making excellent use of the opportunities presented by your field guide.
Yes.
Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success.
Yeah.
I've heard that you were able to grow a venomous tentacula.
I've grown a lot of
Growing
things.
Such a magical plant is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the
Oh,
rumors of
she's
your
trying to learn about-
extracurricular activities.
I can't tell
Were
you.
your meetings with Professor Black's house elf and exploration of various caves down by the lake
Oh, that was
connected
ages
in
ago.
any
How did
way
she
to
know?
Professor Fig?
No.
Not at all. I was, intrigued by stories of a giant squid and wanted to learn more. I encountered
shush.
Scrope, who seemed
not telling you.
delighted
You're very nice,
to share
but-
what he knew.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the
Yes.
end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams.
Great,
Until
great.
then, well done. You are dismissed.
Oh, right. Thank you.
If you wish to practice the spell you just learned, the training dummy is available.
Revelio.
Quest complete. Professor Weasley's assignment. Challenge completed. Assignments. Let's see. Where is it? Ferroverto.
Glad to see you were paying close attention to my demonstration.
Oh, then I
of the
could use
transfer
ancient
spell.
magic on it.
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
Okay. That
My
return
plan
back.
with the helmet
Oh,
failed,
Lodgok wants
but I
something
have
as well.
another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
I remember our meet mentioning something about gobbledygook.
Alright, well, let's go do some stuff. Alright, and now I'm going to collect this Chinese pumpkin cabbage, chivalric fruit, looks sweet stem, and venomous tentacular. And that is the trophy. Put down roots. Grow every type of plant. Done.
Anne is getting worse. If there's any
Oh.
chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the catacomb.
You've already contacted me, but is this something else now? Whatever, let's go. Alright, time to find Natty and talk to her. Here she is.
So frustrating.
I saw an option talk to her, but whatever.
You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
Both of us.
I had hoped to speak with you alone.
Oh,
That's
well, okay. Will she
Your
invite me?
message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
Yeah,
You
anything.
knew what it was, Natsai.
I am
What?
allowed to leave the castle.
Oh, the
I
brown
am
hippogriff.
always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to
Oh,
collect evidence
she
of
spragged
some
on
kind
us.
against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you.
Well,
and
that can
she
be
is
understood.
right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
Or leaving the castle, really. Right?
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
We can understand
If
that.
someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
Oh,
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
bye, Mrs.
So frustrating.
Onai.
She never listens to me.
Well, you
She
are a
called you
child.
her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned.
A gazelle.
Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am
Oh.
gently discouraged from practicing it. However,
I want to learn it. Can I
am
learn
an
it?
animagus. And it is in my
Animagus.
gazelle
Magus.
form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now. Much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I
Oh.
managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Right, right. Can I learn? How did you become an animagus?
Were you born an animagus? Or did you learn to become one?
Magus.
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month. Then
Wow.
placing the leaf in a crystal
I met a
fire
few of them,
so
actually.
that it is imbued with
Few
moonlight.
foes.
Then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu.
Yes.
But Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Understandable. Did you choose your animagus form? Obviously not.
Can
It's
you
what
choose
you
what
are.
form your animagus will take?
Oh no. A person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
What does it feel like being an
How does
animal?
it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat.
Because the
But it
animal
gets
heartbeat.
easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat.
Right,
And I love
right.
being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Well, that's nice. That's incredible.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is.
Indeed.
I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it.
She
She
not
says
one.
that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent.
That actually makes sense.
She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form.
Oh, we should
But she
listen
has
then.
used her sight to control me too many times.
And
I
she's
no
used
longer
it
believe
to.
it.
Well, we can't let her
We're
stop
making
us.
good progress. We can't quit now.
I agree. I have never considered quitting, even for a moment. You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Randrock were after you.
That's true.
But you did not.
I
I
did.
choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time.
Right, right.
Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
Oh, well, it was fine. Are you leaving? Goodbye then. I'm gonna head up here then. See you, Nazi. Hello, Mrs. Professor Onai. Let's talk.
Professor, could you tell me how you and Natty ended up at Hogwarts?
I can. That is an easy question. We are here because of Professor Weasley.
She
You
seems to be
knew
bringing
Professor
everyone to
Weasley
the
when
school.
you were in Uganda.
I knew of Professor Weasley. As you may or may not be aware,
Yeah, she was a
Professor
curse
Weasley's
breaker.
work once took her around the globe.
Or something.
Without providing detail that is not mine to share, I can say that she was well known in our wizarding community for, well, sharing magical knowledge between countries.
Right, right. I'm not surprised.
Professor Weasley seems quite knowledgeable, so I'm not surprised to hear she'd do that sort of thing.
Indeed.
True.
Although I suspect there is much about each of your professors that would surprise and impress you. Such exchanges of information, ministry sanctioned or not, have occurred for centuries. It was an African sorcerer, in fact, who shared the unlocking
Alohomora.
charm with a certain wizard from London. A thief, rather unfortunately.
Well, who else
I
would
see.
need it?
But back to your original
Well,
question.
he became a thief because he is the only
Professor
one who could do
Weasley
it.
had heard of my work and life in Matabeleland and my time
Matabeleland.
teaching at Wagadu. She was deputy headmistress at Hogwarts by then, and when the position of divination professor became available,
I feel like she should be the head
contacted me.
mistress.
Her timing was perfect. I had just foreseen a change in Nat's size and my circumstances and knew that we needed to leave Uganda. Nat's
right.
was as ready as I was for a new adventure. So, off we went.
Natty has spoken of your move. She was quite kind to me my first day here, in Charms.
That sounds like Natsai. I'm glad she has found a friend in you. Now, I must return to my work. As I've told Natsai, do be careful. I had a vision earlier this year of her with a friend, flying on winged beasts. Perhaps unsurprisingly, she will neither confirm nor deny my visions, unless it suits her.
Alright, I'm here to meet Poppy and debrief about that dragon
Over
situation.
here.
Yo, Poppy.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil.
Yeah,
I've
it was
been
awesome,
thinking
those dragon
about
fights.
those poor dragons in the fighting
yes,
ring.
poor
The
dragons.
collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I
Yes.
think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp.
Yes.
I've never known poachers to use anything like
Well,
that
they're in
before.
league with
The
Rookwood
dragon that
and
attacked my
Ranrock.
carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere.
That's true.
Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
They are.
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
Okay. Are we doing enough? I mean, it's kind of...
It seems a lot of trouble to go to for a creature we've already rescued.
We should see this through.
Also,
Let me
it
find
might
out
eat
where
us.
she is. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before.
Why
It
Ranrock
seems
and
I may
Rookwood
have
was
caused
afterwards?
you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
It's to do with Ranrock. You know what?
Rookwood
She's
is
been
working
nice.
with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after
She's a
something
friend.
I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can.
Well, you do that.
I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Okay, see you, Poppy. I'm going to see Sebastian at Beltcroft or something.